Mr. Caesar. We're at this hotel. It's called Hotel Joffa.
Yeah.
Joffa Hotel.
Yeah.
And we're here this morning to have a conversation, a civil conversation with Gintu. I must start by saying, asking him, Gintu, welcome.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. Welcome. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back. It's Gintu back again to the root of today, and gonna be very fantastic coming out from this position. It's one-on-one live coming out from the segment of today, and to the table I have one and the only, and you can just remember and you know the face, and I've ever saw such kind of a face previous months ago, and during that time I think my YouTube channel was very low, and it was a little bit now coming up, and I was just hearing about there's a person who has just come into the villa, into wherever you are. So I was about, hey, let me go check, and that was the day I saw even I was about to ask for a briefcase, but I thought it was about to go to the children. I was about, okay, no problem about that, God make it happen. So today I have Mr. One-on-One, the trench town boy.
That's correct. Were you pressured into coming into this meeting by me or anyone?
No one has pressured me. I'm just here, and I've just talked about weekend, and I'm here. No one has just pressurized me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we're promised that we're going to be candid throughout the whole conversation.
Exactly.
And our purpose here is to get unity, okay? Because we never know where life destiny may propel us. The trajectory that life destiny may propel us. So we want to get this meeting going, talk about our differences, and see if we can resolve them and bring unity and get this place in a more harmonious place, so that we live in a very homogeneous environment where we don't have to be friends with the person, but we can pass and say, hey, Mr. Caesar. And I can say, hey, Gintu.
Yeah.
And we move on. Everybody have their own platform, and everybody's platform is very important and vital to the community. Nyabohanse is a village that is thriving, and it's going to be one of the best villages in Kenya as long as I am involved in this experience.
Exactly.
We're going to start this morning.
But the real fact we can just talk about is one, this is going to be a very genuine talk, and it's going to be very successful, and we have to share our thoughts and make sure that the unity prevail. And as always it is, and to even talk about even the government, whenever it shows that we want to solve such kind of an issue, you have to get onto the hardest point ever possible so as you can resolve it. And it doesn't matter how people just pick it, but we have to go forward, because what we want is Nyabohanse to be as a common one, and make sure that Nyabohanse is the way the platform came, and it got us. No one knew that this YouTube can be this way. People were just all over together. The groups were there. Everyone was just cherishing with each other. Talk about, I can greet Mr. Sesi here, I can greet Kibe from there, I can greet Gake from the other point. And we don't have to make sure that, okay, whenever maybe Kibe does this, and you can talk about, okay, I don't like that person, I don't want even to have him in the conversation. So it brings some of people talk about this Nyabohanse. Now it looks like now people are now scamming, people are now doing this, but we can just resolve everything. And resolving everything, one party has to make sure that it's doing the hardest point, which is you can talk about is the hardest thing ever possible for us to sit down and cherish. Most of the people talk about, okay, why are you doing that? Because this is our area, and we want to make sure that Nyabohanse is growing, and this is how we want it to be.
Thank you, Mr. Gintu. But listen,
Yeah.
we're not saying that if you report anything from the neighborhood that is illegal or distasteful or destructive to a minor or anything, it shouldn't be brought to the attention of the respected authorities. So, but we all have our platforms that we're working on, and Gintu's platform is where he would like to provide sanitary hygienes for the young women who are less fortunate to provide for themselves. I think that is a great move. I had a friend who her husband was the...
As we can just render the sanitary needs to the girl child.
I'm saying this on camera today.
Yeah.
I want everyone to hear this. As long as we are working harmoniously, as long as we're together, if there's anything that you need and I can afford to do it, you got my support.
Fantastic.
I want to say it again. If there's anything that you need for your platform, and I can afford to do it, don't hesitate to ask.
Exactly.
I'll try to help you, because if I'm helping your platform, you also have to help me on my platform too. So I might be able to help you on a different aspect, from a different aspect. But there's things that you can do on the ground that can also help me too.
Exactly.
So when you see those knuckleheads talking about things that is, they're accentuating negativity, and they're trying to put people down, you can do something to stop that. Because you're very influential in the neighborhood. So we can work both hand in hand. So I say to you now, if you get yourself in a position where you're supplying these needs and you need the help and you can use the support and I am able to do it, you got my number.
Fantastic. It's gonna be very fantastic, guys, and I wanna be updating you much about what is coming onto this platform, because it's now the beginning, not yet even to the middle chase. And keep it tuned, keep it locked, subscribe, like, share. We are bringing a change again, because I've ever been talking onto my platform about we're gonna be one day making a change to make sure that Nyabohanse is having the modernist and also development to come, and also everyone should have a one-on-one chit chat and also lecturing one another. Not that maybe today I have to make sure that I'm tackling Kibe, tomorrow I'm tackling somebody, so you have to make sure that I'm tackling the people in a positive way, also making sure that everything is coming to you live. And to you, back to the point, I am always having such kind of the platform that I always have outside here, talking about the sanitary needs to the ladies. And
hello. Yes, hello my good guys, wherever you are. My good friends from the States. Yeah, it's a good morning. How are you? My friends from the UK. How are you? My friends from South Africa, Uganda, East Africa. I greet you all. My brothers and sisters in Jamaica. I greet you all in the name of Almighty Allah. All my good people, all my good friends in this platform, I greet you in the name of God. And as always, God is good, and God will be always good at all times. So from my side, I say hello and welcome you today to my channel and my platform for this amazing content. Welcome all, and welcome and feel at home. Stay locked, stay tuned for this amazing content. I remember this is your boy Kamanja_Kenya. And if you'll be passing here for the first time, consider subscribing. Watch my videos from the start to the end. Share these videos, like, and leave a comment. And God is going to bless you. Friends, I say once again, welcome and welcome to this platform. I can't say this because it is your support that is putting me here. your unwavering support towards me. It is the reason as to why I'm here. I've woken up early this morning to give you this content. I won't be here without your support. And I do appreciate your support to the biggest extent. I will always appreciate your support, and I will always be there for you because you are there for me, and I'm gonna not disappoint you, my good guys. Welcome. Yes, today I have a very, very good topic, a very interesting topic, a topic that has positive vibes, a topic that is destined for change in our village. That is a good, a very amazing topic today. Guys, this is my topic today. The topic, actually the main subject of today's vlog is about Gintu's, it is Gintu's meeting with Mr. Cecil. That is our Trench Town boy who is currently in the village. I'm going to talk about what transpired in their meeting and what is the message carried in this meeting. What transpired in that meeting and what is the message that is being carried in this meeting. And what is the future of the village from that meeting? What are the projections? Those are things that I'm going to talk about. So guys, things are no longer the same in the village. Things won't be the same. Things will never be the same. And I've been calling this, in all of my vlogs, talking about this and that. And I see, finally, the light is here. Finally, the light is here, and now we are destined for greatness. It was just yesterday that Gintu met Cecil. Cecil, and these are things that he talked about. First, Gintu was never compromised to meet Cecil. There was no pressure. And from his own heart, he says candidly that he was not pressured to meet Cecil. So those guys who might be talking ill, I know you might start talking about ill about Gintu's meeting with Cecil. I maybe think that Gintu was compromised in a way. Gintu was not compromised, guys. Gintu went there wholeheartedly, willingly, and made a very candid decision to meet Cecil. You see, these are two sides now meeting. Cecil representing Ayamarwa's quest for change in the village, ready to fulfill Ayamarwa's vision for the village. And Gintu, most of the time, he has been an antagonist to this quest for change. But now the two sides have met. What is the meaning? Now, Gintu first goes to the meeting not compromised. That is a very good tick, and that is a very, very bold step for Gintu and whoever borrows Gintu's ideologies. Kindly make the same step, because this is a very positive gesture into our village. Now, they talked about their differences, the differences between the two sides. The guys we call the lesbian, and the other side that support Ayamarwa's vision in the village. And Gintu talks about these differences boldly. And at the end of the day, the aim was to solve these differences and work for unity. The two guys called for unity, and Gintu champions for unity in that talk. Kudos, my friend Gintu, wherever you are. And if you are watching me, it's Gintu, kindly, I might be your next visitor. I might have a chat with you, because the step you've taken is a bold step, a very positive step, and that is what we always need in our village. Now, in the same meeting, if I can talk, Gintu talks about he has been waiting, he has been dreaming for this mediation between the two sides. He has been dreaming that one time the two sides can come together, work harmoniously and in unity to see the betterment of this village. But he cites and he states very clearly that this mediation, this medium of mediation has been lacking. And he is very grateful for the coming of Mr. Cecile, that is our Trench Town boy, who carries this meeting of mediation. This was a meeting of mediation. And in this meeting, Gintu agrees that all differences are going to be put aside and is going to champion for unity in this village. Kudos again, my friend Gintu. And to my good friend from Jamaica, Mr. Cecile, that is the Trench Town boy, kudos for the bold step you took. And that is the direction we wish our village should go to. Gintu talks about the YouTube platform in Nyabohanse. He says that since Ayamaro brought the YouTube platform to Nyabohanse, Nyabohanse has been propelled. That is a very good evidence. It has been propelled economically and socially to the highest, to the greatest levels. And even Mr. Cecile agrees that Nyabohanse is thriving just because of YouTube. Now I'm calling upon guys who have got eyes and they don't see, guys who have got ears and they don't hear, to come into Gintu's senses and change for the betterment of this village. I know you are getting me. Look at what Gintu has done. Very good step. And now we are destined for greatness. I'm very, very happy for myself. Very, very happy. I'm very, very happy for myself. Yeah. Gintu has been a whistleblower in the village. Gintu has been a whistleblower in the village. More so, condemning the vices in the village. Condemning people and actions that are done towards looking down upon the miners in the village. But though he has been doing this, but being steered negatively, with negative motives, but Mr. Cecile reminds him to always continue condemning the vices, because that is the destiny that this village is looking up to. He says and he tells him, condemning the vices is what we all need. It's all what we need in the village. And he should not stop from condemning the vices. And I've talked about these two vices. I've talked about the vices. Looking down upon the minors, child molestation, early pregnancies and the causes of these early pregnancies in the village, child labor. Those are things that Gintu has been championing, but negatively. Don't misquote me. He has been doing them. It is right to whistleblow. But look at the motives that he has been doing them with. And now, Cecile challenges him and tells him to keep on doing it so long as it is going to bring harmony, it is going to bring unity to the village. And Gintu says, yes, he is ready. I like the boldness of this guy, Gintu. Kudos. Now, before I break, Cecile promises Gintu that as long as he is going to preach harmony and unity, as long as he is going to remain positive, Cecile is going to help him in championing his target for the village. He has a platform. He has a project for the village. He is helping the girl child. Gintu is helping the girl child. Either with sanitary hygiene, that is sanitary towels, to the girl child. He has been taking his time to talk to the girl child about these challenges that they face. That is early pregnancies and even early marriages. Misuse from guys who has money. Those are things that Gintu has been doing. And here, Cecile promises him to do what? As long as he's going to remain very positive, his support so that he can realize his goals, he is always assured for his support. Thank you, Mr. Cecile, Trench Town Boy, for that assurance. And from what we saw, from this meeting, Gintu will always be positive. And Gintu has really changed positively and is ready to take this village to a different level. My challenge to you guys, why are you still behind? Why can't you use your ears and eyes? Do what Gintu has done. Come, this is what I've been preaching. One Nyabohanse, unity, one voice. Let's come together and propel the village to its destiny. Now, lastly, Mr. Cecile asks Gintu to use his influence in the village. Yes, Gintu is very influential. More so to his guys, the guys he has been leading. So if he can use his influence and change and suppress negativity in these guys and in his former team, then things will be very positive in our village. There will be no dramas in our village. Anything that we are going to talk about the village is projects and developments. And Gintu says, and from Gintu's mouth, he says, he has been dreaming for change. And the change is now here. There is no more negativity. Gintu, you are actually destined for greatness. That change itself, you are destined for greatness. And God is going to bless you. Mr. Cecile, can't leave you behind. It is you who has done all this. It's not a show-off. It's not anything. You are here for the goodwill of the village. You've come in a goodwill. And we embrace that. We embrace that. The village is very happy for you. Go on. Don't stop. Let us see Marwa's vision in the village being achieved. Now, let us look at this receipt again in the same meeting.
And this is what I need, development, and also making sure that we are becoming the unit. So as whenever I just pass through one point, I can say, hey, Mr. Cecil, wherever you are, hi. I can talk about, hey, Mayuguno, wherever you are, hi. Right now, somebody can see that's Gintu coming from that point. The only thing you do is cut a U-turn with an immediate effect. And they know that, no, I cannot pass through that position. Maybe I'm dying, maybe this and this and this. It's going to be happening. So, but no one has a bad intention towards anyone. The only thing I can just say is we have been lacking a person who can bring a platform of mediation one-on-one, because I can talk about, I'm gonna make it, yes, but I cannot invite Mayuguno to come to my interview. He cannot talk about, hey, Gintu, no, I cannot come to that.
But here it is now. Here it is. It's the birth of this
exactly
existing right now, where, I mean, we can have a neutral person to get this thing neutralized, and one don't have to feel like he's ostracized because he has a piece of land that they're not using, or a person or a person who owns it outright with no discrepancy surrounding it. And we get this piece of land and we build one big auditorium, square. In that auditorium, that square building, I want to get an image of what I'm talking about. 4 sides, right? Then we could part it off. We could have indoor partitions, not from floor to ceiling, but from floor to a certain height. And then we could have a little kitchen area. And most importantly, we have like about 6 bathrooms, showers, 3 boys, 3 girls. The kids in the neighborhood who don't have a shower at their homes, they can always come there and get a shower, right? Coming from school, they can stop there. You have people there at these things who are high school students who graduated from high school and can't find a job. They can help to tutor them into their lessons that they did earlier that day and what they have to do the next day. During the summertime, they can come there when they're off from school. They can get the same opportunities. And then we'll have basketball, a place where they can play basketball or soccer or table tennis or some kind of a recreation, right? And make them feel that when they see kids their age on television in foreign countries, having those facilities, knowing that they can have the same facilities there too. Because there was a time when nobody had internet in the village. Nobody knew what a smartphone was in the village. All they had was a flip phone if they did have one. And now everybody have GoPro 12 Creator Edition. They have the latest model iPhone. They have the fastest computer, and that is my mission. That is what I hope for. And that would be open to everybody. But we don't want persons to be coming around just to accentuate the negatives. Suppress the negative and accentuate the positives. Because there are way more positives than negatives. And if we can get that going, it will be a start. And as we start, we'll definitely improve both the value, property value especially, of that neighborhood. So I'm asking you today to work with me. All right? Work with me. I'll leave you my number so you can call me. All right? And I am hopeful, trust me, I am hopeful that our meeting today that we're having will turn out to be positive. I'm hoping, you cannot imagine the level of hope that I have. Because although I was told, I wouldn't tell you who, No, don't go meet with him. I say, well, okay. Somebody ordered my steps. You don't order my steps. I said I didn't tell them that because I didn't want to. I wanted to be tactful. I said somebody ordered my steps, not you. And I was driven to meet with you and discuss this with you. And I am very hopeful that we can come to a great conclusion and get this thing going for the betterment of the neighborhood.
Exactly. And also, I have to give you appreciation of what you did a couple of 2 days ago. I can just talk about.
What did I do?
I talk about the grading of that road.
Yeah.
The grading of that road.
Yeah.
It was so fantastic.
You saw me operating that grader?
I saw, but due to unconditional circumstances, I had much of the people talking about this and this and this and this. I was about, I have to go there, verify my own self and see what is happening. So whenever I passed there, I saw some crowd of people there, 2-3 people. I talked to them, what's the problem here and there. It was about, maybe you don't know what's development. And whenever it comes to the development, I cannot lie there because development is what we need. And mostly that road is connected to much of the homesteads. And also we have people who are harvesting, talk about maybe some people harvesting tobacco, some people harvesting maize, which is the corns, some people harvesting beans. So it will be very easy for them to transport them to their home. And also there are people who don't have even... we can talk about the boreholes, talk about the wells, so they can just use that road to the river and go fetch water. And even you can use a motorbike. Firstly, you cannot use a motorbike to pass there to the river. And I talk about it's very, very awesome for such kind of a platform that you brought. And I think that's very kudos for you. And for everyone who has just taken our part of the team and making sure that such kind of a development is coming, we're going to be supporting such kind of the things and also support the environment and also our people who are just to the village to grow. Nyabohanse is always one.
Good morning, folks.
Good. Like it. Nyabohanse will always remain one. That is from Gintu. Nyabohanse will always remain one. I like it. That is a very big tick, my good brother. Actually, the coming of Cecile to our village is going to leave a landmark. And it has already left a landmark in this village. A very positive landmark. This is a turning point. This is a turning point. And good friends, you're outside there, you're still leaning to that side of yours, kindly. We've reached a point of no return. This is a turning point. Now we are steering the village. Now the village is ready for positive minds. The village is very ready for positive and very, very positive minds. Guys. Yeah. I don't want to talk about this. Yesterday, getting a point was also good. Arsenal against Liverpool. My good friends who are supporting Arsenal, you saw what happened, and we are very appreciative. We fought our war, and we fought to the end, and we managed to win that point. Kudos to Ateta's team, and kudos to Arsenal supporters and everybody. Also, kudos to our guys, our opponents, Liverpool. You also played, you gave up a very good display, and we like that. Now, back to the village. I said Kamanja talks from the village and talks for the village. And I'm very happy today because this one, it doesn't look like I'm reacting. And I'm actually appreciating. And I'm actually happy for what has happened. Because my calls are now giving fruits. I've been calling for unity. I've been calling for development-minded guys. And you can see it is now giving fruits. Very positive fruits. Kudos. I'm very, very much happy. Daddy, fungua mlango hivi. Fungua mlango. Yes, I'm very happy. You see, the meeting between Gintu and trench town boy. Now, let us put Nyabohanse in a very broad picture. Not in the frame, but in a very broad picture. And that meeting actually puts Nyabohanse where we belong. Nyabohanse is one. They all call for unity, for development. They say they call for unity in the village for development. That Kamanja unites with Gintu. Gintu unites with Ayamarwa. Ayamarwa unites with Sejo. Pablo unites with Masubo. Then we become one. We steer the village to one direction. That is the best, and the village is going to thrive well. We want to, it is a thriving village for now, and we want to put it to its greatness. I like this meeting, and I will always live to remember the meeting. How I wish I was there. And I've said, I'm now looking for myself. I'm going to look for Gintu, and we talk this out. He must get my 5. I'm going to give him my 5. That is Gintu. And if God wishes, I'm going to meet Mr. Cecile for a chat. And actually, this is somebody with minds. This is somebody who is now opening minds of the villagers, including me. He's coming in to fulfill a vision that people have been against for. And that is the vision we always dream of. Now, his plan, if we can put Nyabohanse in a broad and a bigger picture, Mr. Cecili's plan is well spoken. He doesn't have a plan for one family. He has a plan for the whole village, the privileged and the less privileged guys in the community. He doesn't use needy like we've been using. These are people who are less privileged. They are not poor. They are just less privileged. And this is his plan. He is planning to build an auditorium in a big space. You see? This is going to take in and comprise so many things inside. Leisure and sports. Creation of employment, because he's talking about people who are after school, off school, and they don't have employment. They are going to be there and receive those kids, and even perform duties as pertaining the needs of those kids. Now, those are the brains we need. Those are the brains we need. We don't need brains to the village. We don't need people to come to the village and to divide the village. We want people who come to the village to bring us together, to preach unity, and that is Mr. Cecile. Kudos. You see, I'm talking about Mr. Cecile, but actually, he was not to be here if it is not courtesy of Ayamarwa. Now, Ayamarwa's vision is going to be realized. And I'm saying from today, things will never be the same again in our village. Things will never be the same again. And my brother, if you are seated there, you want to drag us behind, the bus has already left the station. We are driving forward. We are driving for the betterment of this village. Kindly. Let you not kill us with those divisive and hatred stories. No. Come join us. You cannot beat us. Come join us. Let's drive together. Let us sail in the same boat. Let us sail together to bring development to this village. Let us sail together to steer this village to its greatest destiny. Now, since the coming of YouTube, that is, since now the YouTube platform took its roots to Nyabohanse, it is very evident that the village has changed technologically. The village, most of the guys in the village never had even phones, smartphones. Now in the village, it's very evident. Everybody is working with a GoPro camera, with the latest edition. Technology is what we want. And if we can thrive technologically, why can't we thrive socially? Why can't we thrive economically? That is my challenge. We are not supposed to be divided. We are supposed to work together. Talk in the same voice. Work as a team and become one, as Gintu has assured that Nyabohanse will always remain one. Now, we have more negatives than positives. We have more positives rather than negatives. And these positives are what we are looking for. The positives are always developmental aspects. And that is why Gintu appreciates Cecile's recent developmental aspects. You saw supporting academics. He went even to a school, visited that school. He's sponsoring kids. I don't know if it is it's Percy's kids. He's sponsoring them. Now he wants to change the whole community, because I said in my first video that without education, no positive change. Now education will change us positively. Look at what he did in grading that road. The road is not going to be used by Ayamarwa only or Ayamarwa supporters only, but the road is now opening up the village. It is now opening up the village. Accessibility and connectivity is what we need. Transportation of goods from the source to the market, it is going to be quicker. Those are the benefits of this road. And now Gintu comes in and supports this project. He supports this step, bold step, and very positively. He says, any other stories that you'll be hearing and watching and listening concerning these developmental aspects, treat them as rumors. Those are false, and that is witch hunt. They don't make sense because they are not developmental oriented. Thank you, my brother Gintu, for that bold step. That was a turning point, and I like this. You see, my dreams are coming now to light. There is always light at the end of the tunnel, and that is what we always believe in. There is always light at the end of the tunnel. People will one day see that light, and that is the light we want. And those are the guys we need to come to the village and spread this light. Let guys with blind eyes see what is happening. I like that. And I'm very happy. And I'm always going to be very happy because of these happenings. Now, Mr. Cecile finally calls to work with Gintu. When he calls to work with Gintu, the two teams he's calling the two teams to work together for the development of this village. Actually, he is hoping for the positive happenings after that meeting, and I'm very sure that now we are going to thrive in positive vibes in the village. Things are not going to be the same again. Oh no, I don't know, no more calling of names. We are going to work together as a family, as a village, as one people, as one village, and we are going to talk in the same voice. I like that, and much appreciations to the people who steered this meeting. Most of the two guys, Mr. Cecile and it is Gintu. Much appreciations. And that is what we always need. And that is what I always wake up and what I always sleep dreaming for. I can see Nyabohanse finding its greatest destiny from that meeting. We welcome every person with a very positive mind like Mr. Cecile. And I won't leave this stage and leave you the space without mentioning this, that it is through Ayamarwa. Cecile and his friends are coming in, bringing all these developmental aspects. And you know what? They are doing this towards the realization of I Am Marwa's vision for the village. You see, he is not supposed to be here physically doing this and that, steering these meetings between this who and who. But you can see from your own what is happening. It is through his courtesy that all these things are happening. And that's why in this meeting, Cecile says nobody is going to stop him from reaching his targets. Nobody is going to stop him from meeting anybody. He is ready to work with everybody, so long as people change positively towards steering this village to the greatest heights. I'm very happy, guys. Very, very happy. Remember, this is your boy, Kamanja_Kenya. If you are coming across this channel for the first time, kindly consider subscribing. Share these videos. Watch my videos from the start to the end. And that's how you are going to help me grow. Yes. Grow my platform. I grow your platform. That is what I've borrowed from this meeting, Gintu's meeting and Mr. Cecile. That it is you to help me grow my platform. And I also help you grow my platform in different ways. Guys, my good supporters, I won't be here. Your support is overwhelming. Your support is undying. And I will always never disappoint you. I'm here for you. And I'm here because you're supporting me. I like you. Let God bless you. And for those guys who are my ardent supporters, I see you. And I always pray for you. And I wish that God puts you there for me. Because your support is what I always need. God is going to bless you. God bless Nyabohanse. God see Nyabohanse to its dreams. I love you all. God bless you. Goodbye.